When I go food shopping, I have a list. I get what I want in and out quickly, getting the same brand or type as usual. Except when one of my sisters comes with me. She has been known to say, "Why get that one? Because the one right next to it is cheaper and tastes better." Sometimes I try her suggestions, and she is correct more than half the time. You see, I was so conditioned thinking and acting a certain way, new ideas were not open to me. Maybe that thought process happens to you. I don't know. But I need to be able to look at how I live and ask the real question. Am I thinking and acting like God does? In our first reading, Samuel, responding to God's call to anoint the next king of Israel, arrives at Jesse's house and thinks, because of his certain mindset, this must be the one. It is not. 6 times he is reminded by God that that is not my choice. Finally, he comes to David and anoints him. He and we always need to learn how God thinks and respond accordingly. Look at our gospel. Just because Jesus made mud and healed someone blind from birth on the Sabbath, he, Jesus, cannot be from God because he broke a normal way of thinking and acting. We can easily fall into the same trap. For example, in thinking of our educational system or political party or even some medical procedures. And if one should dare challenge them, the responses are not very holy. So the man who is no longer blind, no name, by the way, interesting, who can now see, nobody seems to care about that, eventually is thrown out of the synagogue, just discarded because he disagrees with the powers to be. Even his own parents don't defend him because of fear. All because he speaks the truth about Jesus Christ. Slowly, with God's grace, he grows with insight into who Jesus is, and the process leads him to truly worship Jesus Christ. He has discovered Jesus is the light of the world. Let us make sure, especially in this season of Lent, if there is any blindness in our thought process or actions that move us away from Jesus, that we ask God to give us his grace to truly see and act as God does. So we should remove all hatred that is in our hearts and minds, so we can truly worship Jesus Christ like this man. For Jesus is the light of the world and is the source of all love.